We are operating on a frequency of 52 megacycles by authority of the Federal Communications Commission. A test program follows.
To you who have been trained technically, I need hardly say that there's still a number of problems to solve. I guess you know them as well as anybody knows them. But I think we've proceeded far enough to justify the statement, at least, that these technical problems are not insurmountable.
I'm sure they'll use some mouse screen. Give me predictions.
You're not muted, by the way.
I'm not muted.
And I think that's just brilliant to see. And let me unmute Brett. And I think that's just brilliant to see those two teams playing so well together. Great players, great guys. I mean, I spent a lot of time talking to Hamburger Lanterns over the last few events, just to get involved. Brett, are you there still, or do we have audio issues?
I'm still here.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, both players were absolutely amazing to chat to. Hamburger Atlanteans are veterans. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this recorded, because it was a great group of streamers that I've been following for a couple of months that have joined the event, and one of our great veterans. And I just wanted to start
Definitely.
off KOTE7 in a great way.
Great. So, we are now an hour in longer than normal. We've just broken 2.5 hours so far of this stream. Did you like the format today? Do you want the format to be longer? Do you want the format to be shorter? We'd love your feedback. But we have now published on Discord all the pairings, so this is why we've suddenly lost like a quarter of our viewers. But we are going to go through the results tables now. So, first of all, Dis. So, this is one of the American teams containing repouts, is one of the highlights here. There was no 3-0 wins in this group this round, and that's very, very interesting, because I don't think I've ever seen that before, especially not in an opening round. But the way we do pairings is if we only match up the match winners to... so the match wins is what counts for pairings. So in here, you see on the right, we've got their next opponent. So Team Weekend will be playing Baywitch. They're both on one match each. Repout, who are in equal first, are going to be playing Team KOTE7 in the next round. Then the Niffle Shufflers have their pair down versus Jabbergrammers. ABR, we got 5 on it versus Felching Welshman, and ABR Troubadours versus Branthorn Rue.
Team KOTE7 is one of our Brazilian teams?
Yes, it is. So this is from, well, let's say the American group. This means North and South America. So it could involve Canada too, and Argentina. So it's great to see such a wide audience here. So, just going to quickly move on to the next one. So, Mars we have here. So, we have Keyforge Granada and the French Imps are at the top of the lead, having won all 3 of their games. The Keyforge Granada will be playing Hamburg Atlanteans 1. We've just seen the Hamburg Atlanteans 1 last win versus the Keyfrogs. And I think I'm expecting to see both teams end very high up in this group at the end of it. The French Imps will be playing Manchester Mavericks B.
That's a good one.
That'll be a very good game. The Hamburg Atlanteans 1 are currently third with 2 game wins, 1 match win, and 8 keys. Pipping Manchester Mavericks B and Can't Touch This by a key. But these are all really good teams, and Can't Touch This were watching us. Maybe they've stopped now because we've gone past that bit. But good luck to them in the next round.
It's also tomorrow for them.
Yeah, that is fair. And Not Tonight, who was on the stream, is, I believe, the cat's raised by wolves, but I may be told off if that's the wrong way around. But it's the Trailer Park Boys from Greece as well, and good to see them playing the Brain Games on Latvia. I mean, it's great to see all these teams together and continuing the game, continuing the events. And of course, I didn't click on the link. So there we go. Untamed now. So, Team Zinzik. I think that's correct. Won all 3 of their games alongside Team Wild Wormhole, Sloppy Lab Work, and New York City. So this is a polar opposite to the other event. Now there was a bye here as well.
4 teams went undefeated in round 1.
One had a bye. To be fair, one had a bye. So, but still, 3 teams went undefeated, which is impressive. So the complete opposite to the disc group. We have So we're going to see Team Zik versus Sloppy Lab Work. Team Wild Wormhole versus... Yep. No, they're not. Sloppy Lab Work were the previous champions of KOTE7.
Yeah,
you've just embarrassed the Hamburger Lanterns who've recorded, who are the reigning champions. But Team Wild Wormhole versus Team New York City, Sloppy Lab Work, as we said, New York City, as we said, Coast to Coast versus Team Italiano No Joker, which I believe is Team Italian of the Knee. Is that what we said it was last week? Of No Knee?
And so
and then we're gonna have Keyforge Fridays to get the bye with ABR Armageddon Coach versus Solar, and Solar versus Armageddon Coach. So moving on to Star Alliance. Yep, there we go. No Kind of Thanks in Austria 2, alongside CR7 Ghost Hawks were undefeated. They'll be playing the old...
No Kind of Thanks in Austria 2 had the bye.
Well, they were still undefeated. The fact they didn't play was an extra bonus. They will be playing the Old Guard in the next round. CR7 Ghost Hawks were undefeated, and they'll be playing Screech Bomb. I said it right 2 weeks in a row.
Interesting game up.
It's always going to be, I think. Then we have the final Swingle Alpha versus 5 Lives of Dis. 5 Lives of Dis, who are one of the ringer teams that literally were put together at the last minute. Now, this is the pair down for final Swingle Alpha, but good luck to both teams. Screech Bomb will be playing CR7 Ghost Hawks, as we said. PNW Power will get the bye. No Kind of Fancy in Austria 1 will be versus the Ganymede Archivists. The 5 Lives of Dis will be versus the final Swingle Alpha. And that covers this team. But can you do 10 and 8 instead of 9 and 9? So you don't have buys. Dave, I wish we could. It is complex enough with what we have. We're trying to sort the groups to line up. But we could consider that next time when we look at the numbers. It's a sensible request.
It is.
So moving on to Logos. Team Celafermo won their game versus SCS Sharks. They're the only team to go unbeaten this round. Then we have the... Team Not Sharks. They didn't play SCS Sharks. They will be playing SCS Sharks. Yeah. SCS Sharks lost one game alongside Baguette and Chips, the Syndicate, and Hamburg Atlanteans 2. And then we have Beerforge, Starship Looters, Keyfrogs, Gitzel's Chosen, and Bootcamp X2. Who are all coming at the bottom of the table. So we see the next round of games there. This should be some interesting pairings. Brett's still trying to decide which teams to record next week.
There is a lot of good teams.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to come round and what the right thing to do will be. So moving on to Saurian. I'm going through this quite quickly because I want to go to bed. And I'm sure the guys in Poland also want to go to bed. So... now we come back to the Saurians. This is another European group. So we have Not Finished With Your Mum, who were the second place of Cote 4-ish, or Cote 3-ish, I forgot which. They were undefeated alongside Can't Touch Dis, the Urchins. I think Can't Touch Dis had the bye, given what they're saying. Not Finished With Your Mum were playing L'Espoir. Can't Touch Dis, the Urchins were playing
Seeking Noodles had the bye.
They had the bye last time. They had the bye this time. I think Can't Touch Dis had the bye last time. A Hamburg Atlanteans 3 versus Manchester Mavericks A. That should also be a very good game. Then we have Barcelona Momooks versus Team Exalted A+. Come on, guys. Team Exalted plus Adam. Then we have the Seeker Noodles have the bye. Better Call KOTE versus La Society. And that covers up this one. Next we have is... Brett, if you're ready for it, our group.
Woo! Shadows.
Shadows. So this is the Asia Pacific... and half of Europe, well, half Europe, sorry, and Asia Pacific. So this week we had. I don't know. So Lickle will be playing Team Auto Encoded after going unbeaten, alongside Autocannons Italia were undefeated. They'll be playing Portuguese Generosity. Team Auto Encoder lost one game, and London Urchins also lost one game to Brett, to be exact. Hypno Key Frauds also only lost one game, which is great to see them up there. And then you have Team Exalted B. We are top of the second half of the table. We will be playing up against D20 this week. So the guys in Vietnam will reach out to you in the next couple of days. And by we, I mean Brett. And And then we
I'm
have Team Lab.
reaching out to my opponent. You guys can deal with yours.
Yeah. Then Team Lab Work will be versus the Buy, and then Portuguese Generosity will have the pair down versus Italian Autocannons. Right, and now we move on to the last one, which is Sanctum. Come on. There we go. So this is the last group. This is an American group. We have Toads were undefeated alongside the Final Swing Omega, OVG Midwest Mavericks, Gaming Gear Birmingham. The Pairings. So Toads were playing Forja do Ricarda, who lost one game. The Final Swing Omega will be playing Gaming Gear Birmingham. OG Midwest Mavericks were playing Not Much to Protect, and they had the pair down. Ooh. And then the other side of the table, the ABR Fur Coats have the bye with Not Much to Protect versus the OG Midwest Mavericks. Teams from the South versus Control the League. And so that can...
The Amber Fur Coats got paired down with the bye?
No, not the Amber Fur Coats, because they lost.
I'm just looking at the scores. It's a bit of a weird one.
Why? The ABR Fur Coats didn't get paired down with the bye. They just got no wins and randomly got inside the bye. So the pair down was Not Much to Protect versus OG Midwest Mavericks.
Okay. It's far too late.
Yeah. Anyway, so and Dave's comment saying there's 2 groups of 9 in the same time zones. Yeah, we had to rebalance the groups. So there was one, most of the time, if I remember correctly, there were 2 10s and a 9, and I moved one of the multinational teams, that was US and Canada, to Star Alliance to balance everything out at the end. And yes, we could have rebalanced again, but we were trying to go for equal size groups. So it's a fair point. And we'll factor in next time.
It's definitely something to think about for the future.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks everyone for watching. I hope you've all had enjoyed the show. I hope you found it as refreshing as us to have different voices, not just mine and Brett's this week. We're looking forward to Can't Touch This's breakdown of whichever decks we are going to send them this week, whichever games we're going to play. And we will be getting this on YouTube for the next couple of days. Good luck with your games. The cutoff for the games is midday Monday. Yes, there is now more of a window for those people that need to. There is an extra day for those that need it, but that's going to be very much a special case.
Yeah,
so
we're still keeping the cutoff of midday as Monday because this allows the Baguette and Chips team to get the most up-to-date meta information for us to put on the stream. But if you need an extension, please do let us know.
Yeah. I'm not saying that if you tell me Monday morning that your kid's running to hospital and you can't play your game for 24 hours, we aren't going to hold that against you. We'll give you the 24 hours to play it. But if you tell us Monday morning that you can't do it because you forgot, you see where we're coming from. So we try not to be arseholes. We very rarely draw the line and say it's too late. I think we've done it 5 times in the last year across multiple votes. But we'll see what we're going. But we'll see where we are. Anyway, thanks everyone. Have a great evening. Have a great week. Stay safe. And if you're in the UK, 8 days left of lockdown. And then hopefully we can start seeing each other again.
But what about third lockdown?
Well, that's a start for 9 days at least. Anyway, cheers everyone. Have a great evening.
Well.
That